Some cars disappear quietly, others become legends. And then there's the Ford Crown Victoria, a car that officially ended production in 2011, yet somehow never truly went away. You still see it on highways, in small towns, at airports, as taxis, as police cruisers, as daily drivers with 300,000 miles, and counting. So why does the Crown Victoria refuse to die? Why has this body-on-frame American sedan outlived trends, competitors, and even its own production line? Today, we break down the engineering, economics, cultural impact, and mechanical simplicity that turned this car into one of the most durable vehicles in modern automotive history. Let's begin. The platform that wouldn't quit. To understand the Crown Victoria, we need to understand its foundation, the Ford Panther platform. Introduced in 1979, the Panther platform underpinned the Ford Crown Victoria, the Mercury Grand Marquis, the Lincoln Town Car. While most manufacturers shifted to unibody construction in the 1980s and 1990s, Ford kept the Panther platform body on frame. That decision would later define the Crown Vic's reputation. Body-on-frame construction increases durability, makes repairs easier, handles abuse better, survives crashes more predictably. It wasn't modern, it wasn't sporty, but it was tough. Built for abuse. The Crown Victoria wasn't just a civilian sedan, it became the backbone of American law enforcement. The Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor dominated police fleets for decades. Why? Because it was rear-wheel drive, powered by a reliable 4.6-liter V8, easy to service, cheap to maintain, extremely durable. Police cars endure idling for hours, curb hopping, high-speed pursuits, and constant stress. The Crown Vic handled it. That kind of engineering overbuild created a reputation that civilian buyers noticed. The 4.6-liter modular V8. At the heart of the Crown Victoria was Ford's 4.6-liter modular V8 engine. It wasn't the most powerful engine, it wasn't the most efficient, but it was simple, proven, and long-lasting. Combined with a traditional 4-speed automatic transmission, the drivetrain prioritized reliability over innovation. In an era when other automakers were introducing complex electronics and tightly packaged engine bays, the Crown Vic remained spacious and straightforward under the hood. Mechanics loved it. Fleet managers trusted it. Fleet sales strategy. Unlike many passenger cars, the Crown Victoria survived largely because of fleet demand. Ford focused heavily on police departments, taxi companies, government agencies, rental fleets. The car became infrastructure, not just transportation. Taxi fleets especially valued it. The large rear seat, the huge trunk, the simple mechanical design. In cities like New York, the Crown Victoria became synonymous with taxi service. Its retirement wasn't driven by consumer rejection, it was driven by regulatory and strategic shifts. Why it was discontinued. Production ended in 2011 at Ford's St. Thomas assembly plant in Canada. The reasons were structural, not mechanical. Tightening fuel economy regulations, safety requirements evolving, market shift towards SUVs and crossovers, Ford's global platform consolidation strategy. The automotive world was moving towards lighter, more efficient, more technologically integrated vehicles. The Crown Vic represented an older philosophy. And yet, it refused to disappear. Simplicity in a complex era. Modern vehicles rely on turbocharged engines, 8 to 10-speed transmissions, advanced electronics, integrated driver assistance systems. The Crown Vic, however, had naturally aspirated V8, hydraulic steering, basic electronics. Fewer complex systems often means fewer failure points. Owners frequently report these cars exceeding 250,000 to 400,000 miles with proper maintenance. That longevity builds mythology. Cheap parts, endless supply. Because Ford produced so many Panther platform vehicles, parts availability remains strong. Used parts are abundant. Aftermarket support is large. Police departments retired thousands of units into the secondary market. Many were purchased at auction for surprisingly low prices. This created a cycle: low purchase cost, low repair costs, long service life, strong enthusiast following. Status. The Crown Victoria isn't just durable, it's symbolic. It represents authority, 1990s and 2002's Americana, taxi culture, government fleets, simplicity before automotive over-digitization. For many Americans, seeing one in the rearview mirror still triggers instinctive caution. Few vehicles command that kind of cultural recognition. The afterlife, enthusiasts, and conversions. Today, Crown Vics are popular for budget performance builds, engine swaps, off-road conversions, demolition derbies, first cars for new drivers. The body-on-frame layout makes modification easier than modern unibody sedans. It has become a platform for experimentation, and that keeps it alive. The broader lesson. The Crown Victoria's survival says something about the auto industry. In chasing efficiency, technology, and innovation, modern vehicles often sacrifice mechanical simplicity. The Crown Vic represents the end of an era. Big, rear-wheel drive, V8 powered, overbuilt. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't fuel efficient, it wasn't cutting edge, but it was dependable, and dependability creates loyalty. The Ford Crown Victoria refuses to die because it was never just a car. It was infrastructure. It was law enforcement. It was public transportation. It was mechanical simplicity in an increasingly complex world. Production ended, but durability doesn't disappear just because a factory shuts down. As long as parts remain available, and as long as owners value simplicity over sophistication, the Crown Victoria will continue to roam American roads. And perhaps that's its greatest legacy.